You see how much nicer it can be when you follow my instructions? It's almost like you have a normal life. It's almost like a picturesque little dwelling in a picturesque little town. It's almost like I care, huh? Funny what happens when you quit trying to run away from the people trying to protect you. I haven't been calling you lately. You haven't been needing my attention as much. Or at least, not my instruction. Funny how I can make those bars of that cage you refer to it as seem rather invisible. A visit with your friend the other day. A chit-chat with a charming young gentleman. Even a visit from family. All the while, the red dot just had to show itself a couple of times, just to let you know that I was still there. It's not a warning, just a hello, when you think about it. I saw that you were shopping, looking for decorations and a costume, like you wanted to be involved in the town Halloween party, but then you would avoid it, trying to stay away from the worms to keep the flower fresh, huh? I like that. I think you're starting to learn. That's why I need you to go to your room now. The one place I don't normally keep a camera. I can still tell what you're doing in there. I just thought you might like to have the smallest amount of privacy. After all, I'm a monster. But I'm not that kind of monster. In your room, you're going to find a dress you were looking at, a costume, as it were. I want you to go ahead and go. Yes, I do. I think that the world deserves to see the flower. And I think that you've learned enough to understand what you can and can't do. We'll go over it anyway, but I think you're finally getting it. My breathing. You want to know about the monster. Fitting, since the costume I got you is only one half of a couple's outfit. Beauty and the Beast. Of course I won't be attending, but I can appreciate the irony of it. As for my respiratory distress, that is a permanent and painful mark of the betrayal of the people around me for doing the job that they asked me to do too well. You see, when you do something well, never do it for free. When you do something too well, everyone wants it for free. A client didn't like my services, or rather, they didn't like the price tag attached. For me, abandoning everything in my life to make theirs as carefree as possible. There's a level of devotion required that few are willing to sacrifice. For me, it wasn't even a choice. I got paid, and I made my life revolve around keeping yours safe. This client felt that they were entitled to my protection, that they were too important to just be left alone. And when I told them that I needed to have an amount of money, it was life-changing for the both of us. They instead decided to hire a second group of people to try to take care of me in a different way. That betrayal sent me into the hospital, and my sense of duty sent me into an asylum. Funny how you can twist the words of an honest man and make a monster out of anyone. I guess that's what a good lawyer gets you. After years in their little box, poked at with their sticks and prods, jabbed with their meds, this is about as good as they could get my lungs. I used to be able to sing. Now my songs are all left in my body of work, looking after flower, until I find you, and all of that changes. The first one I've known to actually listen to me. This is why you're special. This is why you must be protected. You're the last good and caring person that I can find. And I'm willing to do anything at all, to keep that. You should be presented in radiant beauty. You should be left for the world to see like a great piece of art, but more than that, you're alive, and your beauty comes from how you live. I only wish to set rules in place to keep you that way. Because if they'll come for me and destroy me over my sense of duty, what will they do to you in jealousy, envy, and spite? So, I want you to get dressed. I want you to go to that party and be your most wonderful self, like you always are. Illuminate the room like the beautiful flower that you are. But I want you to stay near the windows. I want you to lean close with every conversation. I'll be able to hear every word you say, but it'll be nice to hear the conversation of others as well. I should be able to spot someone envious and spiteful of you, if need be. You may find the red dot on occasion. Again, it's just me waving. But you may not want to go into particular areas outside of a line of sight. Other than that, go and enjoy yourself. As for me, I'll be admiring the flowers.